So far, so good for the MK Dons as they top the table with Barrow and Gillingham right on their heels. But will they still be there after match number 3? We're going to take a little look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. Today we're looking forward to match number 3 in League 2. Of course, the games are coming thick and fast in a double match week. Who's, of course, going to be tip at the top of the table at the end of this video? Well, we'll take a little look in a second. Of course, big shout out about VIPs. They are the patrons, of course. And if you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe button, bang. See all things Rovers related, League 2 related, world football related. We're going to all here, boys, under one roof. It has been picture perfect for MK Dons, Barrow and Gillingham so far, as, of course, they try to make it 3 wins out of 3 here today. But let's have a look at how they done it. Of course, Barrow with a cheeky 2-1 win over Sutton. I got that one with the 1-0 win myself. Bradford City came from behind. 2-1 winners over Colchester. Got the one spot on the nose. Gillingham with a 1-0 win over Stanley. I went with a 3-1 win myself. Walsall did beat Stockport 2-1. I went with a draw myself. The Vegans picked up a 1-0 win over Harrogate Town. Got that one bang on point as well. 3-0 win for Mansfield. I went with a 2-1 win myself. MK Dons with a 1-0 win over Tranmere. 3-0 win in my eyes. Notts County with a big 4-0 win over Doncaster. I went with a draw. Notts County 3-2 win over Grimsby. I went with a 1-0 win myself. Salford could only draw with Crawley. Good start for them this season. 2-0 win in my eyes. Swindon could only muster a draw against Crewe, and Wimbledon 1 and Wrexham 1. So let me get my old calculator out and add up my bad boys. 1, 2. I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 piece. 8 is the magic number. See if you can beat me with 8. Well, we're going to not long to 8, guys, because here we go. The prediction is live. It's open. It's free. Of course, this is it. 8 is the magic number, and it's good enough for top, boys. I tell you what, when I'm on my game, I'm on my game, and so far I'm on it. I'm on it like a rocket, of course. That's, of course, this past week, match number 2 leaderboard. This is the overall leaderboard. I don't know what I'm on, really, but it's not my competition. It's yours. It's James BCFC are great. He's running away with it at 15 right now. Flexing early doors. Iman Hussein, Shane O'Donnell up there as well in 13. And then, of course, familiar faces like Russell Frost, Ultra American 8, Shepard up there as well, Vinny Hong and the rest of the boys and girls. That's, of course, it is free. Get it amongst it. Can you be in the mix now? It's still plenty of time for you to rack up the numbers, because I'm sure people have some off days. But of course, this is what the table looks like right here right now. It's MK Dons running away with it, with Barrow up there. Gillingham in the mix as well. Neil Harris finally getting working a bit of magic for the Gills at the moment. Then, of course, going down, Doncaster, Tranmere. Say it quiet. That's some big boys down there. But we are looking forward to match number 3. The games are coming thick and fast in a double match week, of course, with games this coming Tuesday. And, of course, the following weekend. So we're going to jump in it right here, right now. Kick it all off with Stanley up against Barrow in a bit of a northwest crunch clash. Now, these two sides. Played 3 times to 2011, got 3 wins out of 3 for Stanley. Nothing for Barrow, no draws, of course. Biggest win, 7-6. Is that right? Goodness gracious me. Scoring 9 goals in the course of those 3 games. 3 goals a game ratio. That's Stanley. Of course, Barrow scoring 6 goals, though, in total. 2 goals game ratio between these two northwest sides here. Of course, Barrow, 58% form for them right now. Stanley, 50% form. That's 1-3 and lost 3. Last time around, though, was in the EFL Trophy. It was a 5-4 win for Stanley. So I haven't got any record of anything in the league between these two sides. Stanley, with a 3-0 win against Newport County, losing to Bradford in the Cup, losing to Gillingham as well. Barrow, though, 2-1 win over Tranmere, also 2-1 win over Sutton to go top as well. Wow, is that correct? Did I say they're top? And also a 1-0 loss to Bolton. But the odds for this, we have Stanley 65 for the victory, 23-10 is your Barrow, 21-10 is the draw. Again, I am going against Barrow, but Stanley will be a tough nut to crack at home. So I do anticipate them to bounce back themselves. So of course, a home win for me in my eyes. Colchester United against Wimbledon. Now these two sides, of course, played each other a few times, 2 times since 2022. 2 wins out of 2 for Wimbledon, nothing for Colchester. They scored just 2 goals in those 2 games, 1 goal a game ratio. Up against Wimbledon, who scored 2-1 win, was the highest, scoring 4 goals in the 2 games. That's 2 goals game ratio. Got Colchester, though, coming to us on back-to-back defeats, losing 2 successive games. 50% form for them right now. 1-2 lost 2 and drawn 2. Up against the Wimbledon side, who haven't lost in the last 8 games. However, they are the draw specialists, drawing 4 and the bounce. Last time around, though, over in Colchester was a 2-1 win for Wimbledon, who opened up this season with a 0-0 draw against Grimsby, picked up a 2-1 win over Coventry, and a big 1-1 draw against Wrexham. So good positive start for Wimbledon. As for Colchester, 3-0 win against 3-0 loss to Cardiff. 2-1 loss to Bradford, and again, their opening game was postponed, so they're playing catch-up already. The odds here, 6-5 is your Colchester, 11-5 is the Wimbledon, and of course, it is 23-10, the draw. Going to go with a 1-0 win for the hosts here. Wimbledon, of course, we'll see that as a major loss. And the momentum to get up the table. Kick it on forward, it is Crawley up against MK Dons, the leaders, the pace setters. That's right, Crawley. And MK Dons played each other 8 times since 2012. 2 was for Crawley, 4 for MK, and 2 draws. Of course, Crawley, biggest win, 2-0 win, scoring just 6 goals in those 8 games, 0.75 goals a game ratio compared to MK Dons. 4-0 win was the biggest, 11 goals scored, 1.38 goals a game ratio. Heading into this, of course, 2 wins of the last 6, though, for MK Dons up against Crawley. Of course, 58% form for them right now. Again, just the 1 win so far this season. Last time around, though, over at Crawley, it was a 4-0 win for MK. That was back in November 2018. Crawley opened up with a 1-0 win over Bradford, picking up a 2-1 loss against Exeter and a draw against Salford. As for MK Dons, big 5-3 win over Wrexham, losing to Wickham in the Cup, picking up a 1-0 win over Tranmere. They go top of the table. And of course, the odds here, we have 13-5 for Crawley, even Stevens for MK Dons, 5-2, the draw here. I'm backing MK Dons to keep on keeping on, maintaining their pace with a 1-0 win at Crawley. Let's go then, shall we? Crewe against Newport County. Also, Crewe and Newport County both starting off, I'd say, reasonable form in the league. We'll have a look. We'll elaborate in a second. Played each other 9 times since 2016. We've got 2 wins for Crewe, 4 for Newport County, 3 draws, of course. Crewe, biggest win, 3-2 win, scoring 11 goals in the 9 games, 1.22 goals a game ratio. Up against Newport County, their biggest win, 2-1 win for them, scoring 13 goals in the 9 games, 1.44 goals a game ratio. Back-to-back wins for them so far this campaign, both in the Cup and in the league. Crewe unbeaten in the last 3, 50% form for them, 1-2 lost to and drawn 2. Last time around over in Crewe, it was a 2-1 win for Newport County, who haven't lost in the last 3 against Crewe. Newport County opened up with a 3-0 loss to Stanley, picking up a 4-0 win over Doncaster, and sandwiched between, and that sandwiched in a result against Charlton in the Cup. As for Crewe, 2-2 draw against Mansfield, 2-2 draw against Swindon, good results against tricky opposition, and of course beating Sunderland in the Cup on penalties. Wow. The odds here for this, though, we have got, what have we got going on? I'm trying to find it. It is, what is it? It's Crewe, 50-8 for the victory, 23-10 the draw, 11-8 is your away win. So the away win, the away side, the underdogs, still Crewe. Yep, going with them, a 2-0 win, a big win for them. And, of course, denting Newport County's good start so far. Next up, of course, we have Doncaster Rovers up against Mansfield, of course. Doncaster struggling, Mansfield doing all right. Right about now, up to, they 4th in the table. Doncaster, of course, down there at the foot. Played 11 times since 2003. 6 wins for Doncaster, 3 for Mansfield, 2 draws, of course. Doncaster 2-0 win was the biggest, scoring 18 goals in 11 games, 1.64 goals a game ratio, compared to Mansfield's 4-1 win, scoring 15 goals in 11 games, 1.36 goals a game ratio. Heading into this, of course, Mansfield unbeaten the last 5, 4 wins and a draw. Doncaster, 2 defeats so far this season. Have seen them prop up the table. Last time around, over at the Keep Moat was a 3-1 win for Mansfield, who actually won 3 on the spin against Doncaster, both home and away, and in the league. In the Cup there. They actually scored 10 goals in the last 3 against Doncaster. So it's a stat. They need to turn that around. Doncaster opened up with a 1-0 loss against Harrogate, followed up with a 4-0 loss to Newport County. They did pick up a 2-1 win over Championship Hull in the Cup. As for Crewe, as for Mansfield, 2-2 draw against Crewe, 3-0 win over Morecambe, 2-0 win over Grimsby in the Cup, to have a good start so far, both in the league and, of course, in the EFL Cup. So the odds for this one, we've got Doncaster 14-5 for the victory, 11-10 on issue. Mansfield 5-2 is the draw. Doncaster look wobbly right now, don't they? But I'm going big win for Doncaster, bounce back ability themselves, and of course kick themselves up the league. They should be contenders, but they're so far a bit ropey. Morecambe up against Notts County, a big result for them this past weekend to get themselves up and out. Then Morecambe, of course, started to start themselves. 14 times they played each other since 2007. 5 wins for Morecambe, 4 for Notts County, 5 draws, of course. Morecambe, though, biggest win for them, 4-1 win, scored 20 goals in those 14 games, 1.43 goals a game ratio. Notts County also pretty much identical there. 4-1 win, the biggest. 20 goals scored, 1.43 as well. They come into this on 58% form of Notts County. 1 win in the past 4. Up against Morecambe, also 1 win in the past 5 for them. 42% form for them. Heading into this. Last time around, over at Morecambe was a 1-1 draw back in November 2018. That was in League 2. Notts County, though, unbeaten in the last 4 against Morecambe, picking up a couple of wins and a couple of draws. Notts County opened up with a 5-1 loss against Sutton United, but also lost to Lincoln in the Cup. Bounced back with a 3-2 win against Grimsby. Morecambe, though, flipping around, 2-1 win over Walsall. Big loss to Rotherham in the Cup. 3-0 loss to Mansfield as well. So hopscotching all over the place, the Morecambe in the minute. 13-5 the win. Even Stevens and Notts County 5-2 is the draw. I'm going with a 2-0 win for Morecambe again at home. Notts County will fancy the chances. Of course, their tails are up a little bit. Morecambe, of course, are there for the taking, but I'm going to go 2-0 win. The Vegans up against Swindon. Town coming at you over at Vegan Land. Now these two sides have played each other 14 times, 2007, 4 wins for Forest Green, 8 for Swindon, 2 draws, of course. Forest Green, biggest win for them, 2-0 win, scoring 12 goals in those 14 games, 0.86 goals game ratio. Up against Swindon, biggest win for them, 4-0 win, scoring 20 goals in those 14 games, 1.43 goals game ratio. Of course, however, just 1 win in 5, actually 1 win in 6 for Swindon. Forest Green, 50% form for them right now, winning 3 and losing 3 over the last 6. Last time around, over at Forest Green, it was a 2-0 win for Swindon back in October 2021. Swindon unbeaten against Forest Green over the last 3, pick up 3 wins on the spin. Swindon, though, opened up with, of course, a postponement, but of course they then lost to Peterborough in the Cup, a 2-2 draw against Crewe. Forest Green did lose to Salford, then to Portsmouth, picking up a cheeky win against Harrogate most recently. But the odds for this one then, we have Forest Green 8-5, 70-10 is your Swindon, 9-4 with the draw here. We're going to go with a 1-0 win for the hosts, and that's 3 points in the bag for Vegan Land. That's right, kick it off forward it is. Grimsby up against Salford, coming at you over at Grimsby. Now these two sides have played each other, according to my eyes. Where is it? Where bloody is it? They've played each other a whopping 6 times in 2019. We've got 1 win for Grimsby. We've got 3 wins for Salford. We've got 2 draws, of course. Grimsby, their biggest win, their only win, just a 1-0 win, scoring 4 goals in the 6 games, 0.67 goals a game ratio. Up against Salford, who scored a 4-0 win, was their biggest, 11 goals in the 6 games, 1.83 goals a game ratio. Heading into this, unbeaten so far, Salford in the Cup and in the league. Grimsby, though, just the 1 draw out of the last 5 games, 25% form for them heading into this. Last round, though, over at Grimsby was a big 4-1 win for Salford. That was back in December 2022. Grimsby with a 0-0 draw against Wimbledon, 2-0 loss to Mansfield, and a 3-2 loss to Notts County sees them struggling at the moment. Meanwhile, Salford 2-0 win over Forest Green, 4-2 win over Preston. I think that's penalties, and then of course a draw against Crawley to see them okay start to the campaign as well. The odds for this one, we have Grimsby 70-10 for the victory, 31-20 is your away win, and 11-5 is the draw. Tough one here. Going with a 1-0 win for Grimsby. Salford have got the edge form wise, but I think Grimsby at home, tricky place to go. Whatever league they're playing in. Stockport County up against Bradford City, probably the game of the tie, game of the weekend here over at Stockport. Now these two sides have played each other 14 times since 1997. 5 wins for Stockport, 6 for Bradford, 3 draws of course. Stockport though just 1 win in 6, 17% form for them right now. Bradford back-to-back wins for them, 50% form for them, 1-2 lost to and drawn to. Their biggest win, Stockport 4-2 wins, scoring 18 goals in those 14 games, 1.29 goals game ratio. Up against Bradford, whose biggest win was a 3-1 win, scoring 19 goals in those 14 games, 1.36 goals game ratio. Heading into this. Last time around, though, over at Stockport was a 0-0 draw, of course. That was last season. Bradford actually played them twice last season, did not get a single goal. But Bradford, on the flip side, lost to Crawley, picked up a win against Accrington, and also a win against Colchester, with Stockport losing to Gillingham and Sheffield Wednesday, as well as Walsall. See them down there, the foot of the table, into 22nd spot at the moment. But anyway, the odds for this, 4-3 on is your Stockport, 5-2 is the draw, 10-3 is your away win here. Going to be tight, going to go with a 2-2 draw, 4 goals fast here on this Badger, which will make it an entertaining game. But of course, a missed opportunity maybe for Stockport. Next, of course, we have Sutton United up against one of the high flyers. It is Gillingham coming at you. These two sides have played each other 2 times in 2022, 1 win apiece. Of course, Sutton with a 2-1 win, scoring 2 goals and averaging 1 between themselves and Gillingham. Gillingham, though, their biggest win, their only win was a 1-0 win, again scoring 2 goals over the course of the season on averaging around about 1 a game. Of course, 5 wins on the 6 for Gillingham right now, 83% form for them right now. Sutton United, 42% form for them. 2 wins in the last 6 games, though. Gillingham lost last time around at Sutton United back in December 2022. But Sutton United, big 5-1 winners of Notts County, losing to Barrow most recently, but squeaking past Cambridge in the Cup. As for Gillingham, 1-0 win over Stockport, 1-0 win over Accrington, 3-1 win over Southampton, and a very, very good week for Neil Harris's boys. They'll fancy their chances here, won't they? 11-8 is your Sutton, 21-10 is your Gillingham, and 21-10 is also the draw. Back at, of course, a Gillingham victory here to continue their fantastic start. Neil Harris has these guys working a treat. Kicking on forward, it is Tranmere, it is Harrogate Town coming at you over at Preston Park. Is that what they got? Preston Park, I think. My knowledge is a little bit iffy. Played each other 8 times to 2023 for Tranmere, 2 for Harrogate, 3 draws, of course. Tranmere, though, 1 win and 6 for them, 33% form for them. Of course, Harrogate winning 4 of the last 6, 67% form for them in all competitions at all venues. 2-1 win was the biggest. Harrogate, of course, scoring 17 goals in those 8 games, 2.13 goals game ratio. Up against Tranmere, 2-0 win was their biggest, 19 goal scores in the 8 games, 2.38 goals game ratio. Heading into this one, of course, last time around at Tranmere, it was a 1-1 draw. In fact, it was back-to-back 1-1 draws between these two sides. quite evenly matched. Tranmere with a 2-1 loss to Barrow opening day, 1-0 loss to MK Dons as well. See them struggling. They did beat Barnsley in the cup, but they are propping up the table down into 22nd spot. As for Harrogate, 1-0 win for them over Doncaster, 1-0 loss against the Vegans, and a cheeky 1-0 win over Carlisle sees them into the cup against Blackburn Rovers in the next round. The odds for this one, we have 5-4. You Tranmere 20-10 is your way with 9-4 the draw here. Going to go with a 1-0 win for Tranmere at home. I think this should be too strong for a Harrogate side, which I don't know too much about at this moment in time, but I will. And then it's the battle of the W's. It's Wrexham, it's Walsall over in Wales. That's right, Hollywood FC looking to bounce back, get the season up, trying to get them up and running right now. It's an okie dokie kind of start right now. Of course, played to the 4 times, 2004. No wins for Wrexham. 1-0, 1 win for Walsall, and 3 draws between 2 sides. Just 4 goals scored for Wrexham, averaging a goal a game against Walsall. Up against their 1-0 win was the biggest for Walsall. 5 goals scored in the 4 games, 1.25 goals game ratio. Of course, Walsall 50% form for them right now. 1-2 loss to and drawn to. Up against Wrexham, also 1-2 loss to and drawn to heading into this. Last time they played each other over in Wales, it was a 1-1 draw back in December 2006, long time ago. Now, Wrexham opened up with a 5-3 loss to MK Dons, bounced back with a penalty shootout win over Wigan, and then a draw against Wimbledon with Deadpool FC, trying to find their first out-and-out victory. Morecambe, of course, beat Walsall the opening day. Of course, Walsall then crashed out to Blackburn in the cup in a bit of a thriller, 7-goal thriller. 2-1 win, though, over Stockport sees them bouncing back into life in the league. The odds here, 13-8 on is your Wrexham, 4-1 is the away win, and 31-10 is the draw. 2-0 win for me for Wrexham on this one to give Deadpool FC their first victory in the league. And there you have it, guys. There you bloody have it. There's my picks out in black and white for you. Make sure you scribble them all down. And of course, if you want to come and out predict me, get in amongst it right here. Cutley4Chess League 2. It is free. Get in amongst it. We'll see how you get on. And this is what I think the table will look like after match number 3. Which will be Tuesday night. And of course, then we'll look forward to match number 4. It'll be MK Dons, it'll be Gillingham. Up top was Stanley up in 3rd with Swindon and Stockport going down. Wow. Surprise. Again, that's not what I wanted to see. But make sure you get your picks in. Subscribe, of course. And of course, get involved with the channel. Check out the other links as well. We're predicting each and every other leagues around the world. We even do Saudi Pro League, Bundesliga, Serie A, La Liga, and of course the other tiers in the English football. But that, my friends, is all I've got for you. Subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell, and of course I'll catch you back next time for another prediction league right here in League 2.